So in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about them unsightly and often very painful ingrown hairs and how and what causes them. My name is Caroline Hooper, Certified Laser Specialist, and this video is to help you as a customer to become a fully informed consumer about the aesthetic industry and to tell you the truth about the aesthetic industry before you spend any of your time and money. If you're new here, you should consider subscribing, as I would upload videos every single day, Monday to Friday at 6 o'clock. So the three main causes for ingrown hairs would be shaving, waxing and plucking hairs. So when you pluck or wax the hair, you're pulling the hair out the root, and that does make the hair grow slower, but it can cause the hair to grow back much thicker, and in some cases it can curl, meaning that it's going to grow under the skin as opposed to out of the skin. When you shave your hair, you're shaving, because of the regularity of shaving, you're continuously irritating the skin. So you're causing damage to the skin, and the skin, when it's repairing itself, it can cause a blockage on the surface of the skin, not allowing the hair to grow up and out of the surface when it's grown the next time after you've damaged the hair. A lot of the times this could be diagnosed if your concern is ingrown hairs and you're speaking with your GP. You might diagnose it as folliculitis, which is another form of ingrown hairs. And it's very common in men, especially for the beard area. A lot of the times folliculitis can occur got to do with jacuzzis and saunas, and the continuous shaving of the area and sweating as well can cause the damage to the hair follicle. So both are forms of ingrown hairs. Ingrown hairs is the result of folliculitis, and it's what you're going to be trying to overcome. So how do we manage ingrown hairs? The best way to get rid of ingrown hairs long term is laser hair removal. We deal with ingrown hairs on a daily basis across our 3 clinics. We specialise in high-speed laser hair removal, so we're dealing with this concern and inconvenience of ingrown hairs with our clients every single day. So how laser hair removal can effectively treat ingrown hairs, or how it's the best form of effectively treating ingrown hairs, is because the laser is directly targeting the hair follicle, which is what's causing the ingrown hair to occur in the first place, where the hair follicle is damaged. So when we attack the hair follicle with the laser, we're permanently removing that hair follicle so that it's not growing back again. And the only reason why you're getting an ingrown hair is when the hair follicle is growing after the hair follicle has been damaged. So with laser, this isn't going to happen, because we're completely destroying the hair follicle, and it becomes dormant, and a new hair isn't going to grow up once the laser procedure has been performed on any actively grown hairs in each treatment. One of the most common areas for women to have ingrown hairs would be the bikini, and a lot of women are very conscious of the bikini area if they suffer with ingrown hairs, because even after shaving or waxing, it can look like they haven't shaved or waxed, because the hairs are beneath the skin and you can't remove them unless we can get the hair to surface. So this has all got to do with the blockage on the skin, is the reason why the hair hasn't grown out to the surface. So the only way of getting in is by performing laser treatments, because the laser beam is going to penetrate the skin and directly be absorbed in the hair shaft. In some cases, when the ingrown hairs are quite severe, we would recommend exfoliating the skin prior to treatment, and in a lot of cases they can cause scarring on the skin, which is very inconvenient if they're left untreated. Other areas on the body that can be affected with ingrown hairs would also be the underarms, and a lot of times sometimes it could be got to do with underlying hormonal imbalances, like PCOS can cause excess hair growth, and in these cases, because there's so many follicles growing out of the one area, they can become blocked and cause an ingrown hair. But underarms could be got to do with sweating in the area, can cause that blockage and cause the ingrown hair to occur in them areas. So underarms can be the second most common area for a woman to treat. For men, it would generally be the neck area and the beard, because the hair is very dense and thick. And like that, if you were shaving or plucking the hair, you're causing them hairs to thicken even more, causing more of a problem. When you're waxing hairs, because you're causing that damage in the skin and the skin is healing itself, again, that's going to cause the ingrown hairs to worsen. So these days, a lot of beauticians, when they're being completely honest with their clients, they're advising them to go and have laser hair removal done to eradicate the ingrown hairs, because when they get so bad, they can leave scars on the skin and can become very sore and infected. And then other areas that can be affected would be the back of the arms, the buttocks and the legs as well. A lot of the times got to do with irritation to shaving these areas. So based on experience and the hundreds of clients that we would see on a daily basis across our 3 clinics in Dublin who suffer with ingrown hairs and haven't tried every method out there to solve this issue for them, from being with their GP and their GP prescribing medication, antibacterial ointments for the area, trying waxing, trying shaving, trying epilating and plucking, they found that the only solution for them and to stop the area from infection and from scarring, like a lot of clients would come in and they would be severely suffering with ingrown hairs, having caused scarring on the area, that the only thing that solves this issue for them is having a course of laser hair removal. In a lot of cases, after even just 1 treatment, there's an exceptional reduction in ingrown hairs once those ingrown hairs have been caught in an active stage of growth. So it really is reliant on your hair cycle still for the ingrown hairs. But some people who suffer excessively with ingrown hairs can see a big change from the first treatments. But in some cases it can not take effect until the end of the course. It really depends on where and when them ingrown hairs are in an active stage of growth. But in the end, after a course of hair removal treatments have been performed, it is going to be effective in removing the ingrown hairs permanently. So thanks for watching today's video. I hope you found it helpful or valuable to you. If you did, make sure to like below and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Or if you feel it can help any of your friends, colleagues or family members too, maybe you can help me by sharing it with them. And I'll see you tomorrow for the next video at 6 o'clock.